First off, tell me your name and a little bit about you.
I am Drew Burnett. I'm from Rome. Married for 11 years to my high school sweetheart. I have one kid, 7 years old, and I'm actually a pastor at Connect City Church. Been around, started in a bar here downtown. Currently are at a place out on 27, but are coming back into Rome here in the next little bit. I've been doing the pastor thing at Connect City Church, I guess about 3 years total now.
What got you into ministry work? Is that something you always thought you would do?
A long time ago, I thought that I would get into the ministry. It turned out I had some pretty cool opportunities with Chick-fil-A, and really pursued that until I really felt God calling me to do a couple things, and which was open up Pal's Coffee that was in the mall for about 1.5 years alongside Connect City Church. As I opened the coffee shop, I actually took a position there with the church as well. So that it's been something that's been a long time coming, but yeah, really landed well with Connect Rome. So
how do you, being in ministry work, church, you live in a Bible Belt, so it's easier here than most places.
Yeah.
But how do you like to, you tell folks you're in the ministry, how do you like to live, show, and just demonstrate your life, and that some folks may like, wait a minute, that's not what a pastor does, or just... Well,
yeah, it's funny, I think, I get so, living in the Bible Belt, I get so frustrated with people who are not transparent about their lives. I think we've all seen. We are all messy and broken people. Not any of us in less need of a savior. That includes people in the ministry. I mean, I'm just as messy and broken as anyone out there, and it's only through God's grace that I'm able to do that. So, man, it is just, I think for me, the only way I can be a pastor is people in our church knowing up front that I'm extremely broken, and I've got struggles just as bad, if not worse, as everyone else out there. So,
what do you enjoy most about ministry work?
I like the most enjoyable thing is the community. Honestly, I love. I think in Acts it shows that kind of the community. I just reading in Acts 2:46. They met in the temple together every day. They went to each other's houses. They broke bread. It's the relationships that go deeper than just, hey, how are you on Sunday morning? That go into, man, let's live this life together. Let's pick each other up when we're broken, because I need people to pick me up when I'm broken. I also like helping pick other people up when they fall. So,
well, what's the hardest part about your job?
Seeing people in the midst of struggle that are just like one or two decisions away from really coming out of that ditch, and just seeing them dive right back into it. It's when you've got this, you feel like you've got this answer, like it's like you've got Jesus, and that he can change their life if they just kind of accept that and trust that. But knowing that that's the simplest decision they can make that would change things. Seeing them. And
finally, born and raised here, Floyd County. Why stay here and raise your family? Why put your church here?
Well, first off, I have family here, and it's important for me to be around my mom and my brothers. But I don't know. I just it's not like super small, like one red light town. But I was definitely not made for the big city of Atlanta. Of course, I was actually incoming when I moved off, but I just wasn't. I wasn't made for that big city. So it's got like the perfect. I also run, and just being in a place to where it's not mean, it's not super crowded going out on the streets and trying to fight traffic. I tried to run in downtown Atlanta one time, and you run for like 30 yards and get stopped by the next red light. So I don't know. I definitely wasn't made for city living, and this is about as much city as I think I can take. And also, I actually believe in raising my kid in an environment that's not too much like hustle and bustle, I guess. So I think it helps us out. Helps us out there raising Malachi here. So great town to raise kids in my opinion.